Well, there you have it, folks. After conspiracy theorists around the world have been assuming the worst and the craziest theories for the last month, the palace finally released a clear video today with a statement from the mouth of the Princess of Wales herself. In the video that was released, and mind you, we had to wait till 2 p.m. for this, Kate was shown in a lovely striped white sweater, very cute, very Gap, sitting on a bench outdoors that was surrounded by gorgeous spring flowers. So everybody heard us. They were like, okay, we gotta make sure that we know it's now. She was also looking super natural, very makeup free, glowing, looked gorgeous as always. She mentioned that she wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for understanding while she's been recovering from surgery, which refers to the planned abdominal surgery she underwent on January 14th. That's something we knew for a fact. She went on to say that it's been an incredibly tough month for her family, but she's had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of her and once again highlighted how grateful she is. Love to hear it. She's very gracious. We love her so very much. She did mention that at the time of surgery, the doctors thought her condition was non-cancerous, so woohoo! And that the surgery was successful, which we love to hear, good to know. Sadly, after the operation, the doctors found cancer had been present, which that explains why Prince William canceled all his royal appointments that day and for the rest of the week, and then the day after, rushed to the hospital to be with his wife. It was an absolute shock to the couple, and I know everybody I knew, their jaw was on the floor today when they were watching that video. Like, even my dad was texting me, and he doesn't follow royal gossip. Her medical team advised that Kate should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and she's now in the early stages of said treatment. She also explained that, as everybody can imagine, that's why it's taken her so long to recover from the surgery, because you gotta recover before the next thing. But also, it has taken her and William time to explain everything to their kids in a way that's appropriate for them, and to reassure them that Mom's gonna be okay. Look, I know I speak for all of us here when I say my heart goes out to the family. Absolutely awful, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. She went on to say, like, she's feeling well, she's getting stronger every day, she's really focusing on things that help her heal. She's focusing on her mind, her body, her spirits, which is a great energy and a great mindset to be in. She mentioned that having William by her side is a great source of comfort and reassurance, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by the general public, which means the world to both of them. She closed her statement by saying she hopes the general public will understand that the family needs time, space, and privacy while she completes her treatment, which I totally get. Her work has always brought her a deep sense of joy, and she looks forward to being back when she's able, but right now she needs to focus on her recovery, and I totally get that. She extended her wishes to anybody battling cancer, mentioning that no one's alone and that they're in her thoughts and wishes. Well, it does indeed explain why William has been canceling a number of appointments over the last couple of months, so good on him for being able to do so he can spend a lot of time with his wife. I don't know about you folks at home, but I'm feeling like crap right now for being so invested in the conspiracy theories the last couple of weeks. Like, at the moment, social media is still overflowing with posts scrutinizing all of the other media of the princess with like microscopic detail and chronicling elaborate theories and alternate explanations for the absence. There was a lot of like radical plastic surgery, saw a lot of BBL theories, infidelity, an undisclosed coma, body doubles, and like the king being dead. Look, I'll be the first to admit it, I'm ashamed that the dead king theories got me. I was fully believing that Harry and Obama's recent mysterious trip to the UK both had to do with the line of succession stuff, and that William was stepping aside or was forced aside, and one of his kids was gonna ascend to the throne. Good on Kate for mentioning over and over again how supportive her hubby has been. I have a feeling she knows how much of the speculation has been about his alleged mistress, and while I'm not ready to let him off the hook yet, I'm just relieved that we finally have answers about the princess. My heart truly does go out to her. I can't even imagine what she's going through with the weight of the world determined to scrutinize her every word. Look, I know I said it earlier, and I'm gonna say it again. We all wish her a quick and speedy recovery, and maybe we'll see her up and well for Easter Mass. And I can't wait to be back to report on her remission. I'm praying it's sooner than we think.
Who could have guessed when Kensington Palace said Kate was at home recovering? She truly was at home recovering. I mean, maybe if we had a sick woman, I wouldn't have had to get in front of a camera and beg us to leave her be. But that being said, it's forced quite a few to eat crow, celebrities included. One celebrity left to awkwardly apologize for their commentary was Stephen Colbert, who poked fun at the missing Kate controversies on his late night show with Stephen Colbert. In the wake of that monologue he had done, he was criticized by some for giving light to the frenzy of online rumors, but as of her official cancer announcement on Friday, there was a clamoring online for the TV host to apologize. So on Monday night, Colbert issued a full apology on his show, saying to audiences, quote, "We do a lot of shows and I tell a lot of jokes, and I tell jokes about a lot of different things, mostly what everybody's talking about. And for the last 6 weeks to 2 months, everybody's been talking about the mystery of Kate Middleton's disappearance from public life." He continued on to say that 2 weeks ago, we did some jokes about that mystery and all the attendant frou-frou in the reporting about that. And when I made those jokes, that upset some people, even before her diagnosis was revealed, and I can understand that. He went on to send Kate well wishes, noting that he does hold himself to a standard in which, quote, does not make light of someone else's tragedy. To quote him, I don't know whether her prognosis is a tragic one, but regardless of what it is, I know, and I'm sure many of you, far too many of us know, that any cancer diagnosis of any kind is harrowing for the patient and their family, he said. And though I'm sure they don't need it from me, and everyone here at the Late Night Show would like to apologize and extend our well wishes and a heartfelt note that her recovery is swift and thorough. Some have argued it's a pretty mid-apology from Colbert, but he is a comedian after all. Now, Blake Lively was one I didn't actually expect one from, mostly because her poking fun at the Middleton mystery was so minute it was not really to notice. But her guilt made Lively one of the first to apologize publicly to Kate. March 22nd, Lively posted on her Instagram story, I quote, I made a silly post around the Photoshop fails frenzy, and oh man, that post has me mortified today. I'm sorry, sending love and well wishes to all, always. The Age Adeline actor is referring to a prior Instagram post, which was announcing an update for her alcohol brand, Betty Buzz, on the 15th of March, which made a subtle nod to the Photoshop frenzy online. Lively showed a photo of her head conspicuously photoshopped onto like a distorted woman's body, lounging by a pool with one of her Betty Buzz drinks in hand, as a pointed reference to the poor edited royal family photo, and poking fun even more so, she had commented as our caption, now you know why I've been MIA. Ironically named Pop Apologists podcast also released an apology. Lauren and Chandler, the two sisters behind the program, issued their apology while announcing they had taken down a multi-part series about Kate that featured some of the most widely spread videos during the height of the Where's Kate frenzy. To quote them, throughout this whole process, we knew there was a lot of possible outcomes. This feels like one of the worst, the sisters wrote on Instagram. We are truly devastated by this development, but hopeful to hear that the chemotherapy is preventative. Our admiration of Princess Catherine has never wavered, and we are now just praying for her to continue getting healthier every day. Similarly, we have an apology from journalist Owen Jones for adding to the commentary on Kate's whereabouts. After photo agencies pulled the Photoshop family picture from Britain's Mother's Day, Jones remarked on it and the kill notices with, I'm so obsessed with this already, oh my god. Another post of theirs featured Jones sharing his skepticism about a photograph of Kate and Prince William in the car together. It's the same one the View ladies had speculated about, and we'll be talking about them in a bit. He wrote, you have to be kidding me. That is not a public appearance, choo choo, all aboard the Kate Middleton Truther Express. Now, in light of Kate's admission of illness, the journalist was one of many to quickly come forward and apologize, stating he feels ashamed for the speculation and wishes Kate well. To quote, as someone who speculated on this without considering it could be a serious health condition, I'm very ashamed to be honest, and all the very best to her, he wrote on Twitter. Sarah Vine is a column writer who had tapped into the Kate drama, and now this ex-wife of Leveling Up secretary Michael Gove used the same column in the Mail on Sunday to apologize. She wrote, never explain, never apologize, the old saying goes, but there are times where one must do both. She continued to say, we all to the greater or lesser extent owe the Prince and Princess of Wales an apology, myself included, for giving them such a hard time over that doctored Mother's Day photo, as well as Prince William's last minute decision to pull out of his godfather's memorial service. Popular online influencer Saint Hoax also issued an apology. They had been an epicenter for spreading rumors and crazy conspiracies, specifically in the forms of memes, making light of the situation to such a degree that when the news broke, the user was actually incredibly quick to share their shock and guilt, writing, yeah, I definitely feel bad about laughing at the Kategate memes, wishing her a speedy recovery, to their 3.4 million followers to see, alongside a video of Kate's cancer admission video. Linda Nolan's also one of the few cancer-diagnosed celebrities coming forward to express well wishes. She told ITV's Good Morning Britain that those who commented on the situation and feel guilty should. They should also apologize and express remorse for their actions. To quote her, of course they should say sorry, but you know, sorry is an easy word to say sometimes, and they may be doing it because other people are doing it. They should never even thought of it in the first place, and to put down lies and horrible words, sorry doesn't cut it sometimes. The singer, 65, is part of the family pop group The Nolans, and she is also being treated for cancer, but in her case, it is her brain, bones, and liver. Addressing Kate's message in her video, Linda Nolan said, I thought it was perfect. I'm suffering myself, and I listen listened, I took everything in, and she's so right for someone who is being diagnosed. Hope. You've got to have hope and people around you that love you. And that I think she did well in the fact that she came out and told us when she didn't have to. Who says they have to tell their life story? They're doing their jobs. If she wants to keep it a secret and keep her treatment a secret, then that's how she's going to handle it, and good luck to her. Well wishes also came from two other cancer diagnosed celebrities. We're gonna compound them. That's Olivia Munn and Katie Couric. The Predator actress and still relatively new mom Munn wished for the best for Princess of Wales after the Friday announcement, writing in a tweet, "Thank you for showing what it's like to fight with grace and determination for yourself and your family. Wishing you all the best." Katie Couric, who was diagnosed with breast cancer just like Olivia Munn, but in September of 2022, wrote, "As someone who has experienced cancer, I was deeply moved by her comments, sending her and her family healing thoughts." Reality TV star and former Atomic Kitten singer Carrie Katona said she'd, and I quote, "hold my hands up," as she expressed regret for spreading conspiracy theories, especially as she feels as a celebrity it's so much easier not to. To quote her, "I'm no better than the next person. You pick up a magazine, I read about something and go, I can't believe that's happened to him. Then I read something about myself and I go, oh, that's a complete load of bullcrap." So I understand how we all get pulled in by it all, is how Carrie explained it. And it's a fair point. As a celebrity, you know how fans and paparazzi are, and you know that you don't have to tell them the full truth. You should be assuming that all of your celebrity peers are doing the same as well. But it can be easy to forget and fall into a rabbit hole of judgment or rumor mongering, just like anyone can. Carrie told The Sun, "There were so many conspiracy theories, I'll hold my hands up. I think I was one of the theory spreaders as well. You know, it was like the royal family are our family, we all think we know them, and I understand better than anybody," she explained, commenting on why people, especially Britons, felt so comfortable speculating as widely and as openly as they did on someone who's going to be their next queen. Everyone thinks that they know who you are as a true person, and I just feel like we've all gone down this rabbit hole and I got sucked into. And that brings us to our last apologies, The View hosts. Theirs were offered up just this past Monday, as Sarah Haynes, Sunny Hostin, and Farrah Griffin admitted that they were, quote, guilty of having gotten into the fun of Where's Kate, and stating that they should have listened to co-panelist Whoopi Goldberg, who had advised her co-host to give the royal family some privacy previously. The three had broken down potential conspiracies last week regarding Middleton's status following her disappearance from the public eye, including dissecting an infamously altered photo of her and her children, as well as speaking suppositions about potential body doubles that infuriated Whoopi Goldberg so much she sent the show to an early commercial break. I forgot something fundamental that we all know. Every person, whether they're a princess, somebody in a high privilege position, or just the person next to you, is dealing with personal struggles we don't know about. I send my love and strength to her, said Farrah. Meanwhile, Haynes called Middleton's diagnosis a heart-wrenching development, saying, "You never know what someone's going through. I've always questioned the way that the royal family handles women, whether it was Princess Diana or Fergie or Meghan Markle," Haynes said. "I was not blaming Kate for what was going on. It really bothered me the way it was handled. Whether it was my business or not could be debated." Anna Navarro also called this a teachable moment and that she learned a specific lesson. "When Whoopi Goldberg tells me to mind my own damn business, I'll mind my own damn business from now on. And that she's not gonna weigh in on personal matters that aren't her business in the future. I'm going to shut my mouth," Navarro told the audience. That's a good lesson for us all. Shut your mouth, mind your business. We won't have to eat our own words and feel guilty and then apologize in the first place if we don't say these things.
To start, we know that Princess Kate is okay. While her abdominal surgery back in January was planned and the palace did say that the princess would not be seen until April, the internet had declared her missing. There were other factors that added to the frenzy. You may recall the Willy Wonka Glasgow experience going viral a couple weeks ago. Some social media users had made a couple jokes that this was where Princess Kate had disappeared to. People who had never heard that Princess Kate was allegedly missing were suddenly asking a lot of questions, and one ridiculous theory snowballed into another. The viral meme had made Princess Kate a hot online discussion topic. Princess Kate had been photographed multiple times after her surgery and before the video statement was released, but many people did not believe it was the princess and called on the palace to release a statement or video about her well-being. Again, the public had been made aware that Princess Kate would not return to royal duties until after Easter. Still, social media put so much pressure on the situation that it seems the palace decided to release the 2-minute video of Princess Kate addressing the state of her health. From the video, we also learned that the past couple months have been hard on the princess and her entire family. It has been a hard time for the royal family over the past few months in general. Not only has the princess received a cancer diagnosis, but King Charles has as well. King Charles's diagnosis had gone public in February of this year. We do not know what specific form of cancer the king or princess have at this time. It has been reported that the king and princess shared a lunch together the day before the princess's announcement went up. A spokesperson for the crown spoke to the Daily Telegraph, saying the king remained in the closest contact with his beloved daughter-in-law throughout the past few weeks. Both the king and the queen continue to offer their love and support to the whole family through this difficult time. The king has been receiving treatment for the past few months. Princess Kate also revealed that the news of her diagnosis was a huge shock. Back in January, the Princess of Wales was admitted to the London Clinic Hospital for her planned major abdominal surgery. At the time, the princess's condition was thought to be non-cancerous. It was in later testing after the operation had taken place that revealed a different story. This fact was also revealed by the Princess of Wales in the video. It is rare to receive a false negative if one were to undergo a cancer biopsy, but not impossible. RoswellPark.org claims there is about a 1 to 2% chance of receiving a wrong answer. To be clear, we don't know what tests the princess had done to get the false negative or later diagnosis. The initial information regarding the planned January procedure came from a royal spokesperson. The official statement from a couple months ago included the information that the prince and princess had cancelled some royal appearances and engagements, including a royal tour to Rome. The spokesperson went on to say that the princess hopes that the public will understand her desire to maintain as much normality for her children as possible, and her wish that her personal medical information remains private, and that the palace would only provide updates on Her Royal Highness's progress when there is significant new information to share. At the time, the princess had stayed in the hospital for a couple weeks before returning home. The princess revealed that she is in the early stages of preventative chemotherapy treatment as advised by her medical team. The princess praised her team, calling them fantastic and saying they have taken great care of her, which she is very grateful for. They advised the princess to undergo preventative chemotherapy, and that can mean a lot of things. Chemo is used to describe many different kinds of treatment. A treatment called adjuvant chemotherapy is done to eliminate any remaining cancer cells after an operation. There is chemoprevention too. That refers to a bunch of different types of medications and supplements that can halt the development of cancerous cells. Chemoprevention is different from chemotherapy, as the first is used to stop cells from growing and the second is used to destroy existing cells. We learned that most of the Princess of Wales' time out of the public eye was in fact spent healing, and this fact has put many of the outrageous rumors from the past few months to rest. The princess said, "It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment." A document from York and Scarborough Teaching Hospitals claims that a major abdominal surgery can take about 2 to 3 months to heal enough for the person to move around comfortably. It may only take 1 to 2 months for the individual to heal enough to exist in their day-to-day life, it just might be slightly uncomfortable. If this was the case for the princess, the statement that she would not be seen until after Easter makes perfect sense. We know that the princess had told her children about her diagnosis. Prince William and Princess Kate share 3 young children together: Prince George, 10, Princess Charlotte, 8, and Prince Louis, 5. Just after sharing that her time away has been used to heal properly, the princess also shared that it was spent processing the diagnosis and telling her young children. Princess Kate said, "Most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that is appropriate for them and to reassure them that I am going to be okay." The princess continued, shedding light on how she might have shared the news with her children, saying, "As I have said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits." The video announcement was posted on Friday, March 22nd, and the next week was Easter break for the children, so this week. I'm not going to pretend that I know whether the announcement was strategically announced just before the break to give the children time to process the news going public while they are away from school, but it would be nice if that were the case. According to ET, the prince and princess have taken their young family to Anmer Hall on the Sandringham estate for the Easter break. This means that the prince and princess will not be attending any Easter services in public with the rest of the royal family. One of the primary rumors that was circulating before the Friday video announcement was that there were marital problems between the prince and princess of Wales, and that is why we hadn't seen the couple together and why the prince had been so silent while his wife was missing. The main theory was that Prince William had cheated on Princess Kate with her longtime friend Rose Hanbury. While the palace has not officially commented on the validity of the rumors, Rose has. She says in a rare statement that the rumors were completely false. Friday's video has clarified what Prince William was doing during that time. Princess Kate said, "Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance. So now we know the prince was not being unfaithful these past few months, but instead was being the perfect husband." Even allegedly canceling some royal engagements to help with the children and spend more time with his family and wife. The princess also shared that her and the prince have been doing everything they can to process and manage this privately for the sake of their young family. We can expect to not see the princess much over her treatment period. The princess said towards the end of the video, "We hope that you will understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I am able, but for now, I must focus on making a full recovery." Just how long that will be, no one knows for sure, of course. Doctor of Medicine Shelby Tearstripe says her rule of thumb she tells her patients is about 2 months of recovery time for 1 month of treatment, for the person's energy to fully return to what it was before beginning treatment. Whether or not this will be true for the princess is still up in the air, as this is a very new diagnosis and treatment has just begun. There is of course a possibility of the princess making royal appearances during her treatment, but I don't think we should expect that from her. A spokesperson for Buckingham Palace and King Charles has revealed to people that the king is so proud of Catherine for her courage in speaking as she did. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, both the king and princess are dealing with cancer diagnoses at the same time and going through treatment. They were actually both hospitalized around the same time too initially, and at the same clinic. The royal pair has been in this together since the beginning. We know that the princess, even in this tough time, is as gracious as ever and remaining hopeful. The princess opened the video thanking the public for all the wonderful messages of support while she recovered. Shortly after the Friday video was released, millions of messages of support began pouring in from all around the world. A spokesperson for the palace shared that the prince and princess are both enormously touched by the kind messages from people here in the UK, across the Commonwealth, and around the world in response to Her Royal Highness's message. They are extremely moved by the public's warmth and support and are grateful for the understanding of their request for privacy at this time. Finishing off the 2-minute video, the Princess of Wales said she was thinking of everyone who has had their life affected by a cancer diagnosis in any form. She ended with a comforting message for anyone who may be dealing with the disease, saying, "Please do not lose faith or hope, you are not alone." Support has been pouring in from around the world wishing her well, including some pretty big names. Unsurprisingly, we will be starting with King Charles. Allegedly, King Charles and Princess Kate shared a lunch together the day before Kate's diagnosis went public. The Daily Telegraph reported that a spokesperson for the Crown told them the king remained in the closest contact with his beloved daughter-in-law throughout the past weeks. Both the king and the queen will continue to offer their love and support to the whole family through this difficult time. King Charles announced his own cancer diagnosis back in February of this year. For Princess Kate and King Charles, it hasn't been released what specific form of cancer they have. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have also voiced their support. The couple released a statement a few days ago. The statement was, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." While Meghan may not have had the smoothest transition into royal life, her relationship with Kate seems to have grown considerably since becoming sisters-in-law. The two couples were even referred to as the Fab Four towards the beginning of Meghan and Harry's relationship. US President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden have sent their well wishes via the President of the United States X account, and that was also retweeted to Biden's personal account. The message read, "Jill and I join millions around the world in praying for your full recovery, Princess Kate." The royal family has crossed paths with the US President and First Lady many times over his time in office. President Biden and the First Lady did attend the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022. However, Biden did not attend King Charles' coronation back in May of 2023. The reasoning is unclear, but Jill Biden and their granddaughter did attend in his place. The president did share a 25-minute phone call with the king, letting him know that he wouldn't be present but that his wife would take his place. They also allegedly agreed to meet sometime in the future after the coronation. Jill Biden and Princess Kate worked together quite closely in 2021 to champion education. They went to a school together to talk with the children and even fed rabbits afterwards. Gwyneth Paltrow has voiced her support for the princess in the comments section attached to the video uploaded to Instagram. The Academy Award-winning actress and CEO of wellness brand Goop sent positivity the princess's way, writing, "A pillar of grace and strength, sending love." Paltrow has been a long-time fan of Princess Kate. Back in May of 2013, Paltrow praised the princess in an interview with Marie Claire. Upon being asked about the royal family, Paltrow responded, "Kate Middleton seems lovely, and more importantly, she has never put a foot wrong. She's taken on this role with such ease and grace. She's very inspiring to the people and certainly to me." It was around this time as well that Kate was pregnant with her first child, Prince George. Paltrow commented on this as well, saying, "To see her pregnant is very exciting. I didn't grow up with royalty, but it's very nice to grow up with British children who love their queen and love their princes and princesses." Academy Award-winning actress Jamie Lee Curtis has been lending support to Princess Kate even before the video explanation was released last Friday. Curtis shared an image of Princess Kate to her Instagram account with the caption, "Can we please just stop with this BS conspiracy theory? This is a human being with young children and clearly some sort of health issue. That is a private matter. Do we not have better things to do and more important things to think about and be concerned about than this? It's a really low point in our society when there are so many crucial issues that need our attention." That was posted just before the world received news of Princess Kate's diagnosis. Curtis did share more thoughts after the news went public, writing in the comments of her original post afterward, "And now Prince Kate has told us about her health, and now we should send nothing but our best wishes to her and her family and focus on our own lives and the lives of people directly related to us, and the myriad life-threatening issues to our children that we can focus on." The comments on the Instagram post are currently still on, but limited. Still, you can see many people praising Curtis for speaking up and sending Princess Kate well wishes. Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter Halsey voiced support for Princess Kate on their Instagram story. Specifically, they were voicing support for the princess's right to privacy. Before the video explanation from the princess was released on Friday, there were numerous theories online as to why the princess hadn't been seen in so long, some that this channel had even touched on. While certain theories were based in truth, like needing more time to recoup after surgery, others were more out to left field and ridiculous. Nevertheless, the wild theories had people worried for the alleged missing princess. Many people were calling on the palace to release a video of Princess Kate to assure everyone that she was alright. Halsey appears to have weighed in on this social media onslaught of demands on their Instagram story. They wrote, "I understand when you have a public life, certain things like this can get out of hand, but God forbid someone needs a break for a few weeks or months, it's no one's business why." Continuing with, "And with respect to public life, who you are and how you're doing when you sign up for this is subject to change at any moment, and the newly changed you in place for whatever amount of time, days, weeks, years, may not have the same stamina or tolerance." Halsey has been known to be an advocate for mental health in the past. Tennis legend Billie Jean King sent her well wishes via her X account. She quote tweeted the video posted by the Prince and Princess of Wales. King wrote, "Sending our love, support, and best wishes for a full and complete recovery to Catherine, the Princess of Wales." King has tweeted to the princess before, wishing her a happy birthday on January 9th of this year. Princess Kate attended matches in Wimbledon in 2013, even handing out a trophy. She watched the matches from the royal box, of course, and did so beside former tennis champions, including Billie Jean King. King opened up in an interview about what watching tennis with the princess was like, saying, "The Princess of Wales loves tennis, asking questions all the time, and she knows a lot, and she's a really good athlete." From pictures released of the box, it looks like the pair were getting along very well, sharing lots of laughs and smiles. Heather's and Little House on the Prairie star Shannon Doherty took to social media to show her support. The actress posted text to her Instagram profile that read, "Being a public figure does not mean the public owns that person. We all have the right to go through illness or life privately. The onslaught of conspiracy theories, ownership, and plain morbid curiosity forced this person to explain herself before she had come to terms with it and explained to her children. I pray this is a learning moment for all of us to respect privacy of others, regardless of being in the public eye. And to Princess Kate, I admire your strength through the endless onslaught you have been under while going through cancer." Shannon has been very open over the past decade with her own cancer diagnosis. She was first diagnosed with breast cancer, but revealed in 2023 that the cancer had unfortunately spread to her bones and brain. She has received treatment and surgery and appears to be optimistic for the future. Actress and TV personality Olivia Munn has recently revealed her own cancer diagnosis. On March 13th, Munn posted a photo of herself in a hospital bed, followed by text photos explaining her diagnosis timeline and how she was currently doing. Munn shared she initially tested negative for 90 different cancer genes, but then was diagnosed with breast cancer 2 months later. She shared that she has had 4 surgeries in the past 10 months and thanked her family and friends for their support over the past year. She paid a special thank you to her OBGYN that had decided to calculate Munn's breast cancer risk assessment score. Munn shared that had her OBGYN not done this, she wouldn't have discovered the breast cancer until the next year, something Munn noted that would have been too late. Olivia Munn has now taken to social media to express her support for Princess Kate. Under the video posted to the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram account, Munn commented, "Thank you for showing what it's like to fight with grace and determination for yourself and for your family. Wishing you all the best," closing off the sweet message with 3 hearts. Many people quickly began replying to Munn's comment with their own kind words, wishing both women speedy recoveries and sending thoughts and prayers. This isn't the first time Munn has spoken out in favor of the princess. Back at the 2018 BAFTAs, celebrities had shown up wearing black in support of the Time's Up movement. Princess Kate did attend, however she wore a dark green dress. She had been widely criticized for this decision, but Munn came to her defense tweeting, "The Time's Up dress code suggestions should not be used to ostracize or control. What we stand stand for and what we fight for matters more than the color of our dress. I have a hard time believing that the Duchess of Cambridge doesn't stand beside us just because she was wearing green. It should be noted that Kate had worn black accessories to the event. Catherine Zeta-Jones is an Academy Award-winning actress starring in major films like Chicago and The Legend of Zorro. She is known to support a variety of charities and is of Welsh descent. The actress posted a beautiful picture of Princess Kate to her Instagram with the caption, "Wales and the world is with you. HRH Princess of Wales, love to you always," featuring hearts and flags as well. This isn't the first time Jones has shown support towards Princess Kate. She actually seems quite fond of the princess. After Prince William and Princess Kate visited Wales for the first time as the Prince and Princess of Wales, Catherine Zeta-Jones posted images of the princess to her Instagram with the caption, "I love our Princess of Wales," followed by a heart. The photo in question featured Princess Kate with a young girl in a traditional Welsh costume, and Jones also noted that she loved that too in her caption, also following that statement with a heart. We have come to the end of this video. Of course, everyone over here also wishes Princess Kate a swift recovery.